retired, you can talk about it. It's great. But the point is, most people think that hockey players are rough, tough, and really mean. And I've had 300 fights, but most of us, we're really underneath all that, we're softies. This is my group, this is my team now. And fortunately, they don't have to see me fight anymore, because I don't think I would have liked that, to have my little boy and my little girl watch me do that. It's not fun. My mother actually called me halfway through my career, and she said, "Do you really want to play in the National Hockey League?" Because I had to fight every night, so she wasn't too happy with me doing that. And I can understand that now, because I don't really want him to do that. I would rather him be smart, but we'll see. Have a real job. All right. All right, we'll go through all. Yeah. Today we're going to talk about several things, and I'm on air in about 30 minutes here with Fox, so I'll be kind of pushing through. But if you have any questions, anywhere through this, has anybody, have you guys all been to games before?
Yes.
Right. Does anybody here play hockey? Are you from Canada back there? Michigan? No, you're from, what's that? Good talk. All right, all the way through, yeah. These are the things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the game. We're not going to get into the gear too much. I'll show you a little bit of what we did with the Stanley Cup. People like to see that. Yes. And any questions that you may have. Okay? All right, next one. All right, first thing you got to understand when you're in hockey and you're watching the game tonight, anytime the Stars are going this way, they call it the attacking zone. Okay, and then you got the neutral ice area and the defensive zone. And everybody here has responsibilities. The left wing, the center, and the right wing, and defense. And here's what it looks like. Okay, when you see the start of the game, the left winger here, and he's got particular responsibilities, centerman, right wing, and defense. These guys work as groups, and these guys are always working as groups. Okay, so just kind of remember that as we go through. Okay. Now, everybody on the right-hand side of the ice will always go to the net, and if, again, they're all going this way. When the Stars are attacking, they will always go to the net. But right wingers rarely come back down in their own end. They're going to come back in their zone, and they're going to stay somewhere in this area. They rotate depending on where the game's going to be going. Okay, so that's the right winger side. Go ahead. Okay, one more. These are your right wingers tonight. Okay, so everybody here, and the L means that they're just left shots, even though they're coming down the right side. Ray's not here. He just got sent down, but all three of these guys will be coming down that right side. So when you see those names, that's the guys you're looking for in those areas. Okay. Left side, just mirrored. Everybody's on the other side. Okay, go ahead. And these are the guys. So obviously you guys know James Neal, Morrow, Brunstrom, and Barch, fellow tough guy. Watch him. Thank you. I like the tough guys. All right, the centermen, they have the toughest job. They're the ones that do the most skating. And if you watch basketball, the centerman goes back and forth down the middle of the ice. That's their pattern. When it's in offensively in the attacking zone, they will be down in this area trying to fight for the puck. But again, the wingers will be lurking around up here trying to get the puck, where they want to be in the corners, usually chasing the puck. They'll rotate positions, but that's just a general rule of thumb. Defensively, they're going to be back in here helping out their defensemen, whereas the wingers stay up in their areas. So kind of look for those patterns tonight. Centermen down the ice, the wingers will be up here only looking at their defensemen, while the centermen will be down in the ice. And again, that switches sometimes, but mainly that's what you're looking for. All right? One more. Okay, these are the guys. You know, Brad Richards, obviously. Jamie Benn has never played center before. He's a young kid, just a little over 20. So he's getting used to it at the NHL level. It's very different for him, but he's a smart player, so he can do it. And this Mike Madonna guy's pretty good. Oh, yeah, we like Mike. One of my favorites, too. All right, one more. Yep, just hold it right there. All right, these are your defensemen, okay? Now, defensemen work the corners in their own end, but they rarely go past the hash marks. Sometimes with the new systems in the NHL, they want them to jump down, but ideally, you want to stay back in those systems, okay? So that's the positioning for the defense, but sometimes they'll run out. So Grossman, all right, and Robert are together. Scrashtons and Trevor Daly will be together, and Fistrick and Niskanen. So they're the pairs that always come out. So these guys will be together most of the game, and you're going to try to get them out every time against number 19. His name's Shane Doan. He's the guy that let them up 6 days ago. So they're going to be hacking, chopping, whacking, whatever they can, trying to intimidate him as much as possible. All right, next one. All right. Obviously 20 people are dressed, 12 forwards, 6 defensemen, you got 2 targets. Targets are the kind of the crazy kids that don't want to do anything else. That's why we call them targets. All right, next one, please. And one more. All right, obviously the players, 6 players, 3 goalies, 2 defensemen, 1 target. 45 seconds is the most you can usually stay on the ice if you're working. If you're lollygagging and you're a floater, then you can probably stay a minute, but then Mark Crawford will be yelling at you and you won't see much ice the rest of the night. So you want to go out there 30, 45 seconds and get off, and you're going to see them rotating a lot through the game in those 3s and 4s and 3s and 2s that we're talking about. Right? Just might as well lay them all out. This is when you look at one more. This is the combinations that you're going to see on a nightly basis. Okay. Now, obviously, the top line, these guys here get the most minutes. They're usually your goal scorers, so they're going to work as a trio. The second line with Jamie Benn, Morrow, again, you think about the left sides, the right sides, that's what it could look like. And if Modano's playing today, Brunstrom, Jari Lehtinen, and again, Barch, Toby Peterson, and Ray, as I just mentioned, was sent down today, so they're going to have a different right winger in there. But you can always mix and match during a game. And what Mark Crawford will do, let's say this line is matched up against their top defense pairing, their top 2. So he'll try to maybe move Richards down to this line and move Mike up there, trying to mix up the coach. And that's, you know, we as players don't think coaches are very smart, but this is what they try to do. They try to mix and match different personnel throughout a game. Okay?